at Coach's Corner with Nate Schick to preview the season. Our fingers are crossed, Coach.
You never know what you're going to get with Ashtabula County Internet. So sorry.
Okay. You never know.
Hopefully the glitch gremlins play nice with us this time too, and we'll get you guys something proper with this. Coach, I know we talked about it again last week, but let's just bring it up again with a sort of quick rundown of the Meet the Team segment real quick of just highlight your senior leaders and some new players you're excited for this season.
So seniors, we have two seniors, Reagan Schick, Kylie Imes. Reagan was she was first team NE8, I believe, last year as an infielder. Kylie Imes, her and Reagan both are lead by example type kids, very talented, and are middle of the order bats that are going to be huge for us. We hope. Juniors, we have three juniors. Ella Chadwick being one. She shared the innings with Reagan last year. And we hope she can continue to improve her skill set and be able to succeed in the circle for us as well. Gianna Caruso and Maggie Pavlansky, two other juniors who were impact players last year for us, both top of the order type hitters. Maggie will probably play some center field, a lot of center field. G will be she'll man some third base for us. So they're also great kids, great to have, great teammates. We'll have three sophomores pushing to get in the lineup, as well as seven freshmen that we have a talented group of freshmen, and we're hoping they can continue to push, continue to get better to work their way into some at-bats and playing time for sure.
Coach, do you find yourself in the same problem we do, that we have to keep reminding ourselves that Maggie Pavlansky is indeed a junior? It feels like she's been around this Lakeview athletics program, whether it be softball, volleyball, or basketball, for 5 or 6 years. I mean,
yeah, she does, and she's an awesome kid. Just so a type of kid who any coach would want to have on the team. One, because she leads by example. Two, because she has a high energy kid. And she has a big heart, and everything she does, she wants to do well. So. So we're glad to have her. As a 3-sport athlete, you never know in any given year, but you just hope she continues to get better, continues to grow, and continues to love sports. So
I don't want to mention any names on how it ended last year, just because we talked last time and I remember that. But let's dance around it. How do we take the ending of last season and turn it into a positive and grow from that moving forward going into this season?
Yeah, you're good. I'll say it. That Marlington loss really hurt. And, we had them, we were up, I think it was 10-8 or 10-7 going into the bottom of the 7th. And, the lug nuts loosened a little bit too much. And, we ended up giving up the lead. But, a lot of the girls on our roster were on that team. And they don't forget, and those are the little things that, we preached all year, to compete and to execute. And the bottom line is we just didn't execute defensively well enough in the end to get the 3 outs. And, we hope to grow from that. And we hope to, that's what we're preaching all spring, is just to execute and stay out of the big innings, stay out of those 3, 4, 5 run innings. Everybody's going to give up a run or two here and there, but, we just hope to be able to score 3 or 4 when they're scoring 1 or 2. You know what I mean? So.
You brought up Reagan Schick in the circle. Obviously, what kind of blessing is it to have someone who pitches as well as she does, but also, like you said, all NE8 with her infield. So obviously can work the glove when she's not in the circle as well. Someone who's so versatile, can play multiple positions. What's it like being able to coach someone like that?
It really, actually, it is a big advantage because we can move her around a little bit, and it gives us versatility that a lot of coaches would really want. So when she's not in a circle, she has long levers, and she can catch about anything over at first base, and that's kind of a priceless attribute to have on a team, because you kind of take it for granted, just being able to go get things, and you don't have to have that perfect throw right at the chest or right at the belt to be able to go get it. You can kind of go and get it anywhere. So to be able to get her out of the circle, get her at first, get her at third, I think it definitely helps our team depth and helps, helps our versatility for sure.
With her having as big of a role in this team this year as she's going to, how influential do you think it is that she has? Obviously, she's going to have that great relationship with you, and just being able to talk baseball and have that kind of coach's mentality. You understand what you want from her. She understands what you're looking to, and just kind of have that leader as a player on the team as well too, that kind of understands and knows what's expected from the program.
Yeah, and honestly, that's her biggest gift. It's really hard. I hate talking about my kid. I just want to say that, but just because we're a humble household, but the bottom line is, her game IQ is top notch, and that's what I rely on her more than anything. The game IQ, for me, what I expect from her, the game IQ that she has that rubs off on other kids, and those are the things that you can't, it's hard to teach, or you teach it over time, so she's played travel ball since she was 8, and playing that high level travel ball and competitiveness, even when she was playing rec ball at 8, 9, 10, that adds up over time, and the high game IQ comes from that, and playing competitiveness, playing on a high competitive level for that many years.
Coach, let's talk about the schedule. Obviously, you're playing an NE8 that is so tough. You're not just at the top with Poland and South Range, but you also have a lot of very competitive teams in there with Gerard having a good team. Hubbard's going to have a solid pitching staff. We know you guys are going to be right there as well. Talk about this schedule that you guys have put together, some of the teams that, out of conference that you're also excited to play.
Yeah, like we talked before, the Northeast state is, especially in softball and any sport really, but in softball, it's good. It's real good. And every conference game is going to be competitive. And you hit the nail on the head in saying Pole and South Range. Those two are always near the top. Struthers has a really, really good pitcher this year who's going on to play in college. And Pizzoni, she's been there for this is her 4th year, and she's real good. And Gerard's real good lineup, a lot of good team speed. Hubbard is always really good. You're right. So it's definitely a buzzsaw in Northeast State. As far as non-conference, we have some good ones that we're looking forward to. I think we have Mooney and Ursuline both on the schedule. We have Kenston, which is another Division II school in our Northeast district, in our super district, that we'll see that it's really hard. We try to get out and play some of those teams a little bit because these super districts are so challenging to vote properly, because you don't know a lot of the teams. And so we're playing Kenston, who, essentially will have a vote with us. And then Ashtabula Edgewood too, we're playing. Same scenario for them. You don't play a lot of those Ashtabula County schools as much, so it's really hard to vote. It's hard to vote properly in that aspect. You really got to rely on who's played who and common opponents and things like that.
Coach, I just want to highlight the culture that you have created here with Lakeview softball too. And I mean, just kind of give us an inside the locker room kind of what's expected. What is the standard to play for Lakeview softball? And at the end of the day, what would you hope your girls would say when asked the question, what does it mean to be a Bulldog?
We just want, we preach high energy. We preach high energy and we preach aggressiveness, and that starts with the youth programs. I took over this job. This is my 4th year. I wanted to not only want to build the high school program at the time, but your hands are almost tied to a certain extent, because you really want to get your hands on youth programs to keep those 10, 12 kids per grade playing the whole way up. So like for us, it's more like we have real strong numbers at 6th, 7th, and 8th grade coming up that I'm really excited for. Even though my kid's a senior, Reagan's a senior, she'll be out. I do anticipate staying on board here, because I love what I do and I love the kids. I love being around the kids, and as long as they're willing to put the time in and being competitive, and putting the time, the weight room, the batting cages, the off-season workouts, if they're putting the time in, I want to put the time in. So it makes it really fun and not seem like work, really.
Coach, talking about putting the time in, we know you're not the only coach on the staff, and we know you couldn't do it alone. Want you to bring up some of the assistants you have and some of the people that really are responsible for making this Lakeview program what it is.
Yeah. So my varsity assistant this year is Dave Kelm. Dave's super good guy, super high game IQ. His daughter, actually both of his daughters played for me the last 4 years. And Kate Kelm, who was a really good pitcher through Lakeview, graduated a couple years ago, and her sister Oli was our catcher for 4 years. Awesome kid, good family. So Dave's going to help in the dugout this year. He's getting out of the scorekeeper role and game changer role, and he's actually heading in the dugout because he feels like he's going to miss it, and I don't blame him. And actually, Oli is on staff as well. She's going to help us out. She's working with the catchers a lot, so she's good to have. She's great with the girls, and a really high knowledge of the softball or of the catcher position. And then our JV coach this year is going to be his name's Coach Verhaas, Chandler Verhaas. He went to Grand Valley, and he's a baseball guy, baseball mind, but we're kind of trying to pull him over to the good side and the speedy side of the sport of softball. So he's a good guy, and he's going to be along for the ride and learn a lot as he goes.
Let's call out and inform this Cortland community, if they don't know, when your first game is going to take place, where they could catch you, and what time that's going to be.
We open up with NE8 playing Struthers at our place on March 28th, 5 p.m. Actually, we're at home that game. So Lakeview High School, March 28th at 5 p.m. It'll be game 1 of the 2022 season.
Coach, we are so looking forward to it. It's getting close and close. We can't wait, and we wish you the best of luck this season. We look forward to talking to you again real soon.
Boys, thanks very much. Keep DJ on his toes, and I appreciate all your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.